Hey y'all, what's going on? So this video is gonna be about a little bit about evolution. I'm not gonna preach, but today I was thinking at work, you know, the the pandemic, the shutdown, all that stuff, the C word, all that has been 5 years now. It's pretty mind blowing to think that it's already been 5 years since that happened. Um, you know, I look back at that time and where I was. I'm pretty sure we all know where we were in our life, relationships, friendships, family life, job wise, everything. It was one of those times that you're never, if you're an adult and you remember and all that, you're never gonna forget where you were when that happened. I'm a meat cutter for HEB. I cut meat. Been doing it for about almost 3 years now, and maybe 3 years already. I don't know exactly, but I remember when the shutdown started and people were people were buying up all the toilet paper and all the waters and all the whatever else they were buying. They were just buying. And that's when the whole pandemic started, the shutdowns and all that. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was gonna last, but I was basically stocking groceries at night. I had just gotten into HEB, making not great money, just starting out, no benefits, because I don't even think I was full-time, working overnights, 10 to 6 or 9 to 5 or whatever. I was struggling. I couldn't pay all my bills. I remember I'd have a truck bill, and when that paycheck would come for that truck bill, I barely, I think, had enough to cover my truck bill, and I was charging whatever food I ate, gas, all that, to my credit card. So my credit card bill would be high. So yeah, I remember I was working 2 or 3 jobs, just to be able to just pay bills, have a little bit of money to do what I wanted to do, to power lift, to afford, food, meat, and whatever else. And of course, I wasn't eating nutritional food. I was just eating whatever I could to get calories in. The hell did I do my forehead? So I was eating like tuna. I was eating eggs, ramen, and I even had a buddy who was like giving me food because I was barely, making it by. And HEB, we were considered essential, so we worked through the pandemic. We weren't shut down. We weren't this and that. So I was working 2 or 3 jobs. I would work overnights, and then I would go to Big Tex, and I would work part-time there, and I would still get my training done, and then I would get home, prep food, and get back to work. Did that for about 2 or 3 years. Now I'm at the point where I don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs. I do a lot of side work and stuff for extra money because I want that, because for vacations or whatever, or to help pay some, bills or whatever. But I don't have to. I'm blessed enough to the point where I don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs anymore. And this video is not about the shutdown, the pandemic, or anything. It's about evolution. It's about where you are in life, and that just in 5 years, you can literally be over here, and in 5 years, you can be doing something you never thought you'd be doing. I never thought I was going to be working as a meat cutter, making good money. I love my job now. I really do love my job. I enjoy getting up every day, even if it's at 1 or 2 in the morning, working, being tired a little bit, but I'm still able to go train when I need to, work any extra jobs I need to in the afternoons, and just be able to just have a job that will be able to help me pay my bills and take my wife, on a vacation or go out to eat or whatever, it's a different story than it was 5 years ago. Not only will you make progress in that 5 years, you can very easily be up here in 5 years, you can be at an all-time low. So I'm not trying to sit there and just say, oh, you're going to make positive gains over 5 years. It could be the very opposite. You just got to be able to evolve. One day you can be hitting rock bottom, and the next day, you can be up on a high, and the very next day you can be back at square one. That's something my parents have always told me about, and that's something that I really recently have been doing some self-reflecting and just looking back on how life has been really in the last 5 years. 5 years ago, I was single. My life revolved around work, family, and training. Basically, plain and simple. Now, I'm married. We're trying to buy a house. We're trying to pay stuff off. We both have great jobs that, God has blessed us with the ability to be able to cover our bills. And we're at a total different point in our lives that we both were not at 5 years ago. So it's just crazy how evolution can and will take you in just, a 5-year span. 5 years ago, I started powerlifting. That was something I wanted to do as a hobby. I really just wanted something to train for. I was working out and I was going to the gym and I was doing like lifting heavy and doing bodybuilding stuff, but it wasn't how it is today. Now it's like I'm a million miles away from the starting point. Nowhere am I near done, but I've got 5 or 6 years under my belt of experience. It's just, a lot of times over this last 5 or 6 years, I've told my wife and I've told my coach and stuff, hey, like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. But it's just like, go to sleep, go to work, and then just see where it goes from there. The next day, you wake up, you eat your meals, you go to the gym, you go to work, you simply just keep going. You just show up. You just be consistent. If I don't have to power lift. I don't have to train every day. I don't have to eat clean or do the extra cardio or anything, but it's simply my choice. It's, we're not being forced to do this. It's my choice to do this. So I have to look back and sit there and just tell myself, I chose this. So, just, maybe it's just a rant and just me talking to a camera, but yeah, that's pretty crazy that just in a short 5 years, which you tell someone, hey, you want to see yourself in 5 years, it's going to seem like an eternity, but it's literally like a blink of an eye. Just keep going. Just keep evolving. Just keep getting better. Do what you can control and just enjoy the ride, because 5 years will come. As fast as 5 years has come, 10 years will be here, 15 years will be here, and next thing I know, if YouTube is still around, in 20 years, I'll be looking back on this video and be like, I remember where I was when I made that video. So just remember that. Just remember that this can all be gone in a blink of an eye. Relationships can be gone tomorrow. Friendships can be gone tomorrow. You know, we're all getting older. Family can be gone tomorrow. People you work with, this job may be gone tomorrow. Just don't take anything for granted. And that's something, I don't know if it's like an epiphany or whatever the hell they call that stuff, but it's just something I've been thinking about the last few days on where I was, you know, 5 or 6 years ago to where I am now. You know, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life 5 or 6 years ago. I was just trying to get my foot in the door with HEB and just make money and just be able to pay my bills and, you know, pay my car off and be able to find a place to live and this and that. To the point where now it's like seems like light years away from where I was. So I'm gonna end this video, but just enjoy life, enjoy the ride, and just keep showing up. And one more thing, I'll be honest, I'm not comfortable making videos like this, talking to the camera, talking to y'all, because I've never really had that confidence in my life that people look up to me or see me in a certain spotlight to be able to talk like that. But something I'm doing in 2025 is I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna make more content. I'm gonna make more videos, and if it gets 2 likes, fuck it. It gets 2 likes, but I'm gonna start doing more of this stuff. If you enjoy this video, if it helped at all, or if you understand where I'm coming from, do me a favor, drop me a like, comment on it. I'd love your feedback. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I've gotten a few good subscribers over the past few days. So again, y'all don't have to, but I'm really, blessed to just have the ones that do subscribe to me watching my stuff. So I'm gonna end this video now. Much love. Thank you.